Last year, the Miami Heat surprised everyone in the bubble and they made it to the NBA Finals where they lost to the Lakers. This year, a weird season had a very disappointing ending with a sweep from Giannis and the Milwaukee Bucks. Many thought that last year's run was just the beginning for the Heat, but unfortunately this wasn't the case. And it all started when the Heat didn't trade for James Harden. How do you not trade for a generational talent like James Harden? I get that Tyler Herro balled out in the bubble, but man, we're talking about a former MVP here. To make matters even worse, Tyler Herro underperformed this season and he was nowhere to be found in the playoffs. Meanwhile, James Harden is dropping 40 pieces in Brooklyn. Many are calling the Heat a bubble fraud, but that's an overreaction. Everyone was under the same conditions last year. Everyone played in the bubble, not just the Heat. A lot of things indeed went Miami's way to reach the finals, but their run is valid. During this year's playoffs though, nothing went their way because the Bucks didn't allow that. They learned their lesson from last season, made adjustments and absolutely dominated the Heat. Miami's two best players, Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo, disappeared, and alongside them, the rest of the team didn't show up ready for this series. And when the Bucks won Game 1, which was the closest one, the Heat essentially quit. Now they have to make some difficult decisions. First of all, do you resign Victor Oladipo despite his many injury problems? The Miami front office gave up a ton for only 4 games of a guard playing on an expired contract. The Houston Rockets got Avery Bradley, Kelly Olynyk, a 2021 first-round pick, and then some by taking on the final year of the deal he signed with the Indiana Pacers. The good news for Miami is that Oladipo won't be as expensive entering the free agency as he would have had he been healthy. The bad news is that you don't know if he's ever gonna be healthy again. He has been a hell of a player in the past, but he'll be 29 next season, and with all those injuries, the odds are not with his side to become who he once was. Oladipo might be a cheap option after all, but the same can't be said for Goran Dragic and Iguodala. The two veterans have team options for the 2021-2022 NBA season, and they are not cheap. Dragic would command $19.4 million, while Iguodala would be getting $15 million from Miami. Despite being quality reserves, both of them are long past their prime and they are just too expensive. After this disastrous season, the Heat need to shake things up, so I won't be surprised if Dragic and Iggy are playing for someone else next season. And last but not least, we have the restricted and unrestricted free agents of the team. When it comes to the restricted agents, the Heat will most likely match any offer made for Duncan Robinson, who is a clear starter for them. Kendrick Nunn is the more interesting decision of the two because he could command a contract worth up to $15 million per year. Is he worth that kind of contract? I don't know because Nunn was very unstable during this season. As far as Ariza, Bjelica and Dedmon, the Heat should keep the latter, who despite not playing very much, he was a productive player and one of the few bright spots for the Heat in the postseason. When it's all said and done, and assuming the Heat will free up some cap space, they should go after a player of their choosing in the free agency to put next to Butler and Adebayo. Even though this year's market is underwhelming, guys like Chris Paul and Kawhi Leonard can opt out of their players option and become free agents. So I guess the Heat are rooting for the Lakers and the Mavs now. Nonetheless, Miami is a great destination for free agents. They have a winning culture, but they are going to have to wait and see who becomes available. But what do you guys think is next for the Miami Heat? Which players do you think they should keep and which not? And who should they pursue in the free agency? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to click that subscribe button for more NBA content. I have been Bill, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.